Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and today I'm planning in my Skinny Classic Happy Planner from June 30th to July 6th. I'm going to go in and do a little bit more of a 4th of July vibe spread because I haven't done that in any of my other planners. So I'm going to go in. I have Summer Memories from Amber Plants Her Day. It's an older book, but I do have a couple of quotes and stuff in here that I haven't used. And there's some little artwork that I might use, but I also might forget, so we'll see. And then I'm going to go in with some scraps from Planet Darby. These are the Democracy Stars. And then I found these ones. These are the Blooms. So going to just keep it really simple in here, just because I feel like that's all the capacity I have in me today. So simplicity it is. So let's go in with these scraps and start getting in my favorite pieces, which are corner pieces. I think I'm going to put both the corners on one side today. And then we'll put some of these other scraps over on the other side. Just because that's how I feel today. So let's get this bottom piece in. And I almost cleared that area where I wouldn't have to punch, but I might have to just use my X-Acto knife to just trim out. Yeah, like literally the tiniest bit. So that's not bad. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Let's go in with the blooms. And I'm going to kind of layer these on top of some of the areas. So that way it's like the blooms are coming out of the scraps a little bit. But I thought these were really pretty, so that's why I was like, oh, we'll go in with those. Let me make it a pretty. I think I'm going to connect. As I was literally like, oh, I don't have to punch anything. But now I'm going to make myself do that anyway. These are printable stickers, so it's definitely something that I don't feel like I have to hoard, which is always nice. Because it is hard to use stickers when you feel like you have to hoard them. So we're just going to get in as much as we can, because then I figure I can always layer my boxes and stuff on top of things. And then literally all we have left is some teeny tiny pieces. So we'll use those to kind of just slap them all over. Oh man, if I can get them pulled up. This is always the part that's going to take the longest. Is getting up all these teeny tiny pieces. So kind of having these be my fireworks, because I mean, I think I have a little bit of fireworks stickers, but not a ton. But I also feel like I always do fireworks stickers, which is why I didn't want to do that this year. So any opportunity to do florals in place of that sounds good to me. Okay, we used all of those. Kind of just laid them all over. And then we have that. Probably go in with a little bit more of these scraps, because I don't feel like I have a ton. Let's put in a couple pieces. Again, we can layer on top of them with our boxes. So I'm not worried about that. I just want to get in a good amount of those. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. I do have some quotes I want to use. So I have uncensored, seasonal, and holiday quotes. And I have these ones about fireworks. So we're going to stick those in there. It's not a ton. So we'll do this one and this one. It's on Monday. I have two things on Monday. Friday is really the only day, like actual 4th of July. It's the only day where there's actually not a lot happening. I'm going to cover up Saturday because it's in my way. And then I'm going to put this in here. Okay, and then maybe we'll stick this one over on this side. And then that way I still have room for anything else that I need to put in there. Let's go in with some boxes before I get too far and forget. So I could do just plain. Oh yeah, let's just go plain. I have a 4th of July inspired set in summer boxes, and then it has silver holographic that's supposed to be in place of the white, because obviously I wouldn't be able to do white because then it would literally just be like a square sticker. So that's what we're going to use in here, and we'll get a little bit of that holographic foil. But if you're wanting a little bit more pizzazz, then you can go in with the 2.0 and use all the hollow, because all three colors are hollow. But for this one, let's go ahead and focus more with just having the silver beer hollow, because I feel like that's plenty. So we'll go in with the red, and I think the silver for my stuff on Monday. So we'll stick those in there. Oop, stick that over just a little bit. And then I think I'm going to go in with some more red again for Tuesday, which there's a lot more happening on Tuesday, of course. So we'll layer the red on top of the blue, the silver, and then we'll do the blue again. Okay. And Wednesday, we'll only have one thing, and that's the kiddo's appointment that she has. So we'll just stick that in there. That leaves me room for another quote if I want to. Thursday, we'll just put her gymnastics in there. Just focus on that one. Or should I do hollow? Well, now I'm second guessing. I think I want to do hollow instead. We can use this over on the other side because there's a lot happening on Sunday. Anyway, so we'll put that over there. I'm going to use hollow. Get that hollow instead. Oh, that's not the size I wanted either. My gosh. Okay. And then, again, this is for Sunday because there's things happening on Sunday. So we'll put that one in there. And then Saturday, we're gone all day. So I think I want to just go ahead and do more hollow because it's so pretty. And then I have room again for another quote if I want one. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's okay. I think we're happy with that. I might put one over here on Friday just so I have that noted. Okay. I do have a 4th of July sticker. We'll just go in with a few of these to kind of fill in some space. And then I'm going to go to the area. I like balloons, and we have little rockets. Not rockets, these are fireworks. I don't know why my brain was like, they're rockets. They are fireworks. So stick those in there. And then we have little matching balloons, because why not? Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. Mission accomplished. Let me pull out my handy dandy cardboard because I feel like cutting on this sometimes is easier. There's only stuff in the center. Just trying to go down there. Okay, pull those apart. I really just needed to take out this little corner in here. And then I think it'll be easier to repunch. As much as I don't want to, I think it'll just be a little bit easier to repunch it. So turn my pages in towards each other. Grab my handy dandy punch. Line it up. And hope and pray we got somewhat close, which usually we do. Okay, not too bad. They're not perfect, but it'll still go in my planner just fine. So not worried about that. All right, there we go. 4th of July inspired spread using a couple stickers from Summer Memories from Amber Plans Our Day. We use summer boxes, and then we use the scraps and the blooms, which are all gone, from Planet Darby, which I'll have linked down below, as well as my discount code, and then some quotes from Uncensored Seasonal and Holiday Quotes. But there we go, you guys. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!